Peace. Peace, 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 family, peace. Come on in. Here we go. It's about that time of the week again. It's about that time of the week. Come on in, family. Take a seat. Grab a drink. There's some nibbles on the table. Grab some of those. Everyone shuffle in, shuffle in, shuffle in. You know. Come on in, family. Come on. No, what's good, Ghulam Ali? Titans TV says we live, baby. We live. Muhammad Yunus Khalaf. Okay, good, good, good. Family, lock in. Come on in. Oh, there we go. JW is here. Right, see, we're going from like water to sugar right now. You know what I'm saying? Narujan P up in the building. What's good? Good. Come on in, Nikki Singh. I'm good, Gulam, man. I'm good, bro. Let's see what we got this week. Halal. It's halal. Is it halal? Says Callum. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Anyway, I shouldn't be showing that shit. The motherfuckers ain't paying me. Shit. I'm not promoting anything that I'm not getting paid for nowadays, you know? You already know it's about to be fire, says Callum. Yes, it is about to be fire, we hope. Because it needs to be fire because it's colder than a motherfucker out there right now in these streets. UK has got a little bit of, a little bit of snow. Boss Hum. Sarah, I got a challenge for you. Please, people, please, come on. You've known me for a while now. Some people, please spell my name right. Like, seriously, that's all I ask. It's S-A space R-A. It's not Sarah. It's not Sarah. It's Sarah. Okay, thank you, Pierre Beauville. What's good, brother? So, see, he spelt my name right. Come on, people, man. It's not that hard, man. 2 words. 2 syllables. 2 syllables, literally. 4 letters. Come on. Come in and take a seat. Introduce yourselves. Mega True Talk. What's good, bro? He says, get yourself back to Speaker's Corner. You're seriously needed. I don't know. Boss says, sorry, Susie. Oh, we got a comedian in the house. Yo, family, get on that troll there, man. Get on that troll, man. From Goringa says, what's up, my brother? What's up? Shaka G, greetings. Kiss Spence in the building. Soul Blue says, yo, you saw his head in Miami. Yeah, Pierre, good for you, bro. Yeah, thanks. You can keep that. As a matter of fact, send some of that sun over here. Because apparently it's the first day of spring right now, and it ain't looking very spring outside to me. It's a bunch of snow. It's a bunch of snow right now. Come on in, fam. All right, we got 31 people in the building. 8 likes. Come on, guys. We can do better than that. You know. What's that? That name says Billis NYC. Okay, so we got some NYC folks up in this bitch. Okay. If you head back to Speaker's Corner, be cool to catch you to kick some knowledge of the G Circle. Big up. Okay. It's flipping freezing, says Kiss Spence. It is. From Goringa says, it says, bro, ask the Muslims in Speaker's Corner what do they have to say about the stories in the Quran that are found in the Gnostic Gospels. Uh-oh. Oh, you're in Germany, bro? Okay. Sobly said, yo, the snow hurts when it hits your face, man. I'm telling you. Boss Hum says, can you react to an Islamic video and tell me your thoughts? Why would I want to do that after you've already disrespected me? Fuck out of here. I'm telling people from now on, if you don't come on a humble when you come to me and you come with some bullshit, some disrespect, get the fuck out of here. Don't ask me for shit no more. Don't ask me for shit. So get the fuck out of here. Los Angeles up in here. Daily Grind. Yo, what's good? Coming down to Miami. Pierre Beauville. I would come to Miami, I would. But we'll see. You've been watching the Ali Dower, Tommy Robertson beef, says C. Yes, I have. Shout out to Sarah from the Caribbean. Whereabouts in the Caribbean are you? Ifu. I have full one. Sorry. Where from abouts in the Caribbean are you from? Let's know. Big up, big, but you know, rep your island, rep your city, rep your town, you know, and then rep the globe after all of that. You know what I'm saying? Rep the globe. Family. Boss hum. No one's listening to you anymore. Virgin Islands. Okay, Virgin Islands up in here. Nice, nice, nice. Yo, fam. A couple of things that I've got on my mind that happened this week, as a matter of fact. I found myself in the Victoria and Albert Museum in Kensington. Take yourself down there, family, okay? And that is a good place to get some knowledge, as a matter of fact. I went down there with Mr. Terry Riggs. So big up Mr. Terry Riggs. If anybody knows him, you're going to get to know him, don't worry. The story of Satan not bowing down to Adam is from the Gnostic Gospel. There's more to Muslims that they don't speak about. We want to know why Muhammad left it out. Kiss Spence said, like the show, people, and share. Exactly, Kiss Spence. Like the show and share. God damn it. We with you over here, Sarah. You and Gary, big bro. G Circle, respect. Thank you very much. Anyone see the vid with Tommy and the Imam on British Warrior? Very interesting. Still, I never saw it, you know, Soul Blue. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. I might have to check that one out. So, yeah, but family, get yourself down to the Victoria and Albert Museum. There's a lot of stuff in there, you know. There's a lot of hidden gems in there, literally hidden gems. Like, if you see their jewelry section of the stuff that they got from all over the world, Ali Pally said, what's up from Sonny Croydon? Big up for Sonny. Yo, coordinate Sonny right about now, bro. I know that much. It's not Sonny and Croydon, bro. It's not. But yeah, get yourself down to the V&A Museum, man. Any Garifunas in the UK? What is a Garifuna? I'm ignorant to that. Please, school me. School me, please. I don't know what that is, bro. Yeah, fam. Lost Black Dollars. The last live session, EM says, Sarah, are you the man? What do you think about the lack of action by the British authorities, police regarding the Muslims' physical assault on people who's got different views? Sarah, we debate Hamza's sources. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yo, what's up, bro? Good to see you back in action. Okay, let's do one question at a time, fam. One question at a time. Let's go. The Muslims' physical assault on people who's got different views, bro. Listen, I don't know if the police are being. I don't know what interest the police have in not, you know, prosecuting and stuff like that. I don't know. But it seems very suspect to me. I'm not even going to lie. It seems very suspect. Sometimes the proof is in the pudding, and sometimes you just got to call a spade, and you just got to wonder yourself, well, if people are being assaulted by a particular group of people, then you should really do something about it. But it seems like you said, bro, like, I don't know. They seem slow for some reason, and I don't know why. People are going to start speculating. That's what I'm saying. Cook Bay, yo! Nick Hillsing says, might sound dumb, what's the time to go on Speaker's Corner on Sundays? Go from about 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock in the afternoon is good. Lucy David, or David, so how long did the British colonize your forefather? How long did the British colonize my forefathers? Hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. Yeah, family, I was saying, I said, no, I'm not asking for people's money, right? However, now, Mr. Terry Riggs, I met with him yesterday, and we've started a GoFundMe page. What we're doing a UK-US link-up, okay? Myself, Callum from Titans TV, Gabs, Terry and Richie from Black Ice TV 7, Black Ice TV 7. Go check them out. 53 people up in here, only 17 likes. Really? Okay, so yeah, we're doing a link up. Beefy in the building, GANG gang. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave the GoFundMe link in the description after this, and yeah, I want the families to basically, donate. Hey, my Netherlands people, my Hollands people are up in the building. Yeah, because what we're gonna do, Sarnetta, if anybody knows Sarnetta's channel, Black News 102, they're having a link up with us. We're gonna go over there in around July. So we're taking donations because we got to bring our flavor over there now. They got to know about us. We're making waves over here. We got the medicine man, Gab. We got Callum with, like, he's just a wealth of knowledge. We got myself, and you know how I get down, okay? And so we're all going to go over there with Terry, Black Ice TV, John McDermott, peace, thank you very much, peace. So we're going to go over there around July. So we're saying we're taking donations, and the donations are for the flights, they're for accommodation. No one ain't going to be buying Benzes and shit, my car's okay, you know what I'm saying? I don't need a new car. So yeah, it's literally for the flights and donation, just the flights and the accommodation. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're doing the UK US link up come July. Yeah. So family, donate to the cause. Let us know, what you think about us linking up with the US piece. You've got people over there like Shaka Amos, you've got Sarnetta, you've got Garfield, you've got Ank, you've got Blue Pill, Red Pill, you've got all kinds of people over in the US. So we're going to try and invade. The British invasion is coming again, and this time it's black. It's a black British invasion, baby. It is the black British invasion. What we got here? Woolsman said, glad to see you online. Yeah, I'm here. Hang on, let me... Critical Mass, I'm here. Where you going? I'm just coming in. We're going to the US. Safit G. I always get your name wrong. You're going to have to give me the literal spelling of that, like the phonic and how to break that stuff down. But yeah, we're going to US. Myself, Callum, Gabs. Going to see who else we can bring into the fold. You know what I'm saying? But at the moment, it's myself, Callum, Gabs, Terry, and Richie from Black Ice TV 7. So, yeah, we're going to do that link up. Who would you like to debate, Sarah? Who would you most like to debate? In the US, right, I'd want to debate one of them Hebrews. I want to get into it, one of them Hebrew Israelite brothers, if I'm not, if I'm, no, hang on. Hebrew Israelite, yeah, because that's really the only people over there that you can kind of go and say, yeah, they're saying something of substance, you know what I mean? So, yeah, maybe one of the Hebrew Israelites or something. Here we go. EM said, knowing the police have been acting slow, do you feel threatened when you turn up at Speaker's Corner? Will you ever debate with someone at Speaker's Corner again? I will turn up at Speaker's Corner again. I don't know when, though, but, I've got to go down there in numbers, let's say, And sometimes I feel like you can be more powerful when you're away from somewhere, from honest people. I feel like I could be more powerful away from Speaker's Corner than actually there, because if I'm honest, I did do a lot there. You know what I'm saying? I was there for like 3 years, and I did do quite a bit while I was there. Captain Tazariak would be fire. I wouldn't mind debating Captain Tazariak. I wouldn't mind. Listen, I'm up for any challenge. I'm up for literally any challenge, family. Debate that Imam from NYC. Okay. I believe his name is Imam Bashir. That's his name. Imam Bashir. If you don't want to see that, UK US link up, go donate to the GoFundMe page when I drop it in the link. Do you know what I'm saying? Go donate. So that's what we're doing. We're doing the UK invasion. Yeah, we're going to debate. So, we've all got knowledge. As they say, build. We're going to build. That's what they say. We're going to build. Okay? So, that's what we're going to do. Last week, is it this week or last week? I saw a video, as a matter of fact, family, with Gary and Tan. and Mahmood, as a matter of fact, from Speaker's Corner. It was interesting. There was a particular line that Mahmood said, and they were talking about violence and stuff. It's interesting that Mahmood was on there talking about violence, and he's the one that actually attacked Tan that time. So to me, it seemed a little bit weird, like how you can be talking about violence and you're the one that actually attacked Tan. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. But yeah, in that video, it was like he actually said something. He said, "Oh, Islam is perfect, but Muslims are not perfect." And I said, "Okay, wow. I don't get that, because that means now if you're a Muslim, to be a Muslim, I'm guessing you have to follow Islam." Speaker's Corner dead without you, man. Thank you, Critical Mass. Thank you, bro. But I don't think it's dead without me. I think there are plenty of people there. I just think my impact was just like, hard hitting. What's the name of the meaning of Sarah? Got Joe Haslam says, "Sarah, what is the wisdom meaning behind your name, Sarah Garvey?" I'll give that to you after. But yeah, in this video, he said Islam is perfect, but Muslims aren't. But I thought to be a Muslim, you're supposed to follow Islam. So to me, that says if Muslims aren't perfect, but Islam is perfect, and you're trying to follow Islam to become a Muslim, you can never fully be a Muslim. No? Or would that just be me thinking too much? Because if you're trying to reach perfection, you can't actually do it. So it's like a carrot on a stick. Oh, there we go, guys. There's some trolls about. Get them. Yeah, it's like it doesn't make sense to me that you could say something is, because then it's like, why would you say something is perfect? Because if I said socialism was perfect, right? If I said socialism was perfect, however, people aren't perfect, so we can never actually follow socialism to the T. We can't do it. So basically, it's just a piece of paper, or it's just an ideology that says it's perfect, but something that human beings literally cannot follow. So then why champion it? Why champion something that you think is so perfect, but you'll never be able to follow? Doesn't make any sense to me. But someone said, what is the name behind Sarah Garvey? Okay, so Sarah is Kemetic, and it literally means Sa, which is sun, Ra, which can be translated to God or the sun. Okay, so you've got sun, as in me, as in I'm the sun. Then you've got the sun, which is the sun. So son of the sun. So I am a son of the sun. Or you can say child of the sun, but I'm a son. Or you can say child of God, because it can also be translated to God. But we know what connotations come along with saying God now. So basically, I'm a son of the sun. Perfection can't be achieved by human beings. Exactly. So then why talk about perfection? It's like saying, oh yeah, this thing's perfect, this thing's perfect, this thing, I can't even speak. This thing is so perfect, this thing is so perfect, this thing is so perfect. So what? You can't follow it. So what? Only God is perfect. All right then, John McDermott. You'll have to prove God first, my friend. You keep saying Havana. You from Havana? Funny videos for you. Are you from Havana? Keep believing the crap he is feeding you. I don't know what that's all about. It's simple. Islam is perfect, but it says the Quran that no human will be sinless. I mean, even Muhammad sinned, El Chapo Sosa. So what is the point? Even Muhammad sinned. So what's the point of Islam? What is the point of saying this is a perfect system and want to kill people for this perfect system that no one can follow? Like, it doesn't make any... Would I say communism is perfect and kill people in the name of communism, even though I know it can never be implemented properly? No, it would just be stupid. It would be a stupid thing to do. Twisted Mickey's Ali Dawah. Somebody said debate, but don't get dragged into anthropocentric analogies. It's true. I don't get pulled into anthropomorphic stuff. So you'd rather follow something not perfect? No, El Chapo Sosa. The point is there is nothing that is perfect. That's the point. Because perfection is subjective. I may find the perfect woman, but to somebody else, she's an ugly woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whose perfection are we going by here? You know? Mixing 18, yo, what's going on? What academic screeches, what are your thoughts on the violence against white farm owners in Africa, in South Africa? Interesting. I'll go into that. So in my system, we have what is called balance, ma'at, righteousness and justice. And if we're all honest with ourselves, JR says, "Are you Kemet?" No, I take from many African philosophies, but one of the philosophies I do take from is ma'at, which is balance, righteousness, and justice. And if we're honest with ourselves, people, if we are honest with ourselves, what happened in South Africa, or what has happened in South Africa, has not been fair to the African people, right? We've known that for a very, very long time. And the white farmers only acquired that land via apartheid. We know this to be true. Okay, it wasn't their land. I personally believe that the invasion of South Africa was an act of unprovoked war. I personally believe that. The South Africans did absolutely nothing to anybody from either Europe or Israel. Absolutely nothing to either the Dutch, the British, or the Zionists. They did nothing. They were doing their own thing there. And then these people ran up in that country, invaded, took over, enslaved, colonized, took land, took diamond mines, set up shop over hundreds of years, and now, you know, South Africa is what it is. And now people are saying, oh, what do you think about the violence? What I think, personally, is balance is going to have to be restored somehow. I don't necessarily condone violence, though. I don't necessarily condone violence. However, if I say to you and you try to say, or if you say to me that you are a quote-unquote moral human being, right, I would say to you, well, do you understand how you attained this land, this farmland? Do you understand how you got it? If you do, then you'd give it back. They're not going to give it back willingly. So it comes to a point where, it comes to a point where you say, well, so what's going to happen now? What is actually going to happen? John McDermott says reformation. But the thing is, with reformation, Africans in South Africa do not want to be dictated to by white corporations or whites or the whites or the white descendants that invaded. They don't want to be dictated to, and they have every right not to be. So I don't understand why people. Well, I do understand actually, because violence, violence is violence, and people don't like it. But I'm asking, what else would be done? Because how else do I get my land back? Terrence Jones says whites built. Yes, whites did build South Africa. They did, but they built it upon stolen lands and upon the backs and the blood of other people. So, are you telling me we should leave them because even though the land's stolen and even though the blood runs through the land, we're just supposed to just leave it? Do you know, like just leave them to it? No, because I've always said to people, people never forget their Holocaust. There has not just been one Holocaust on this earth, people. There have been many, okay? Many Holocausts. The Jews have a Holocaust with the Germans, but the Palestinians have a Holocaust with the Jews. Do you get what I'm saying? And the Native American has a Holocaust with the Europeans, and so the Africans. And people never forget their Holocaust, and things are going to have to try and right themselves the best way how. I'm not saying I condone violence. I'm saying I think violence is going to be an outcome if people don't want to basically relinquish things that their ancestors stole. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, yeah, grab guns, people, go out, get them. But there's only so much talking you can do to a man that says, I'm really sorry for what my forefathers did. I'm really, really sorry for it, but you're not getting the land back. What? Like, don't tell me you're sorry and you stole and then don't even want to give my wallet back, or at least some money from the wallet that you stole. Don't tell me, and I can see the wallet on your table. Like, don't tell me that you're that sorry. You're not that sorry, You can't be. Terrence George says whites have nothing to be sorry for. Okay. If you say so. That will be your opinion, bro. That would be your opinion. Whites have nothing to be sorry for. What's next? Who else has got something for me? LaShawn Decay, what's going on? So I don't like all the violence that was put upon the original South Africans. The others are just invaders and descendants of invaders. They shouldn't even be there. That's what I'm saying. I said for me, I believe that South Africa, what happened there was an act of unprovoked war. It was unprovoked war. There was no need for whites to be in South Africa like that. No need. The South Africans did absolutely nothing to them, yet they invaded, colonized, raped, robbed, pillaged, and all this kind of stuff. So I don't understand how people can just think, oh yeah, we've done that for hundreds of years, but leave us now. Leave us alone. It's like, no. The Rock, what's good? What's happening, Sarah? I'm good, bro. I'm good. Milk Mixing 81 says, what other films can be used for black empowerment that I feel that Black Panther has been oversold? What are your thoughts? I don't think Black Panther's been oversold. But another, that's just my opinion, but you're entitled to yours, you know. Don't, my opinion is not yours. But, what other films? The Spook That Sat by the Door. I'm not saying anymore. Go watch it. The Spook That Sat by the Door. Conquest is not a white thing, it's a human thing, said Bryant Sutton. I agree, but it just so happens we're talking about the conquest that happened in South Africa. I am Freeman. What do you think about the African Union denying Haiti? I think it's absolutely stupid for them to deny Haiti. Haiti, if they had half of the balls of the Haitians, yeah, they'd probably be in a better position. Academic Screeching says, Sarah, you should do live streams and have debates. I will. Don't worry, that's coming. Blade empowers people to kill vampires. Says Soberly. Blade empowers people to kill vampires. What do you think of the public speaker Mike Hunt and his criticism of Islam? I don't think I know Mike Hunt. Do I? I don't think I know. You people keep saying this. Rock says you need to watch the latest interview with Imam Tawhidi and Tommy Robinson. There are some true facts about Islam. Okay, I'm going to go and check it out because a few people have said this now, so I'm going to go check it out. What can the ordinary white person do today according to you, Sarah? Okay, so for me, yeah, I always say, go talk to your people. Like, if you're a white person, right, and you understand the plight and all this kind of stuff, black people don't need to be told that you understand. We're going through some stuff. You know, we got to build our own shit, get our own shit together. You need to go and push that, or white people need to go and push that to their own people. And I've said, go and see what they say. Do you know what I mean? Because if they are the ones that are in power, then you need to speak to the ones who are in power. Speak to the ones on your everyday and really see what people really think. I've always said, see what people really think. You know? Sarah, what do you plan to do help regarding the Libya challenge? What do you mean? The vice stock is crazy. We never came from Africa. Black etymology means death and calamity. Black is a low-key curse word. It says Jersey 777. We never came from Africa. Okay, so where did we come from, Jersey 777? Viva America says Ultra PSG. They've got a PSG fan up in here. Lauren Southern interviewing Tan. It's not a good look. Terry Soldier says, you have the whole continent. Why don't you migrate there and set up shop? I have migrated there, trying to set up shop, but you also have to understand that Africa is a place that has been colonized, and and let's say the colonial hangover still exists in Africa. So basically, you're asking me to go to a place that has a hangover. No, I can't go around the African continent today and see actual Africa generally. I have to I have to see a white Jesus everywhere I go, or I've got to hear people saying Assalamu alaikum, and so all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, this isn't African. So you're telling me to go back to a place which is probably just like here psychologically, maybe not infrastructurally just like here, but the colonist mindset in Africa is ridiculous. I'll tell you that for a fact. I've been to Africa a few times. The colonist mindset over in Africa is ridiculous. That's just me. The Muslim Speakers Corner, hang on. Bryant Sutton, the Muslim Speakers Corner, how many people's minds you have changed because of your views on God? My wife and I are two minds that you changed. We are Muslims for 10 years, then we saw you. Wow. Bryant Sutton, love, man. The Muslim at Speakers Corner always say how many people's minds have you changed because of your views on God. My wife and I are two minds that you have changed. We were Muslims for 10 years and then we saw you. Whew. Whew. You don't know how crazy that sounds to me, you know. I don't think people understand how crazy that sounds to me. Because literally, I was down at Speaker's Corner or I debate, knowing that people need to hear some stuff, but it's mad when you hear people say it back to you. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Wow, that's crazy. Thank you very much for that, Brian Sutton. Thank you very much. Malcolm X says we are original coming from Africa. MLK. Hang on. Malcolm X said we are Aboriginal, I'm taking. After coming from Africa, MLK Jr. says we were there before the Pilgrims and exiled. Jersey 777. Okay, so I will never deny that there were black people in America, but we're not talking about America. You know, your origin will tell. Your genetics are from a certain place, and I mean you can do, because if you want to go into if you actually want to go into the teachings of the tribe of Shabazz, which I'm guessing that's what you're talking about, okay, we know that that's some other pseudo stuff. That's what I'm saying. You know, I've been quiet on the Nation of Islam stuff, right? And some of the stuff that is taught within the Nation of Islam, I've been very quiet on it because the Nation of Islam outwardly help black people, and I'm all about that. But some of the teachings that they got in there, America was named after the American Indians. Okay, that's fine. Or the Amharic Indians. That's fine, judges. I don't deny any of that. I don't deny any of that. Coco Carib UK, what's good? Says you're trolling, bro. Ignore him. Okay. Simply the best says, what do I plan to do with the black people that helping the black people enslaved in Libya? I wouldn't know what to do to the black people. I can't go to Libya right now, probably capture my black ass. And I'm guessing the government don't really want to hear what I'm going to say. What's my opinion on Sufi Islam opposed to the Thug Islam? Listen, Joe Haslam, let me tell you something, right? And I'll tell you this for free. Whether the only outward energy or aggressive energy that I've seen coming from people who call themselves Muslims have been this Wahhabi Salafi sect. Yeah, content over everything's in the building. I've been a Salafi Wahhabi sect. And I'm all about energy first. So I can disagree with somebody ideologically. For instance, the Shia, for me, exude an energy that I can chill with. I can talk to a Shia and feel at ease with them. Do you get what I'm saying? But the Wahhabi Salafi energy, that shit gets your own backup. Like, you got to be ready for some shit to pop off. Do you get what I'm saying? And so I can disagree with your ideology, and you can disagree with mine. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to take my ideology on. You don't have to take my philosophy on. I don't mind. But I'm not going to tell you I'm going to kill you for it, or I'm going to start some shit or stab you up for it. That's not what I'm going to do. So I always go based off energy. And if your Sufi energy is cool, then I'm cool, bro. But we may disagree ideologically. Denise, yeah. Ben Edwards said, "You right, bro. Good energy. It's all about energy, bro. I'm telling people. People keep thinking, because I've seen in the comment section of many videos, Salafi Wahhabi saying, oh, everyone's coming against the real Islam, the Shia and the Kemet and the Hindu and the Christian all come against real Islam. No, bro. Everyone can see that energy, and no one likes that shit. You get what I'm saying? You're entitled to your religion and your belief system. Everyone is. I'm not trying to take that shit away. But we're looking at your energy, and your energy is off. I've said so much shit about Christianity, so much. And I've never had the police come to me telling me that there's some Christians planning to stab me up. Just never happened. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's an energy thing. You can't tell me you're peaceful and what you feel is peace is to plot to kill another man. Just doesn't work for me. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think you need to change the slogan. Religion of pieces, maybe. I don't know. But it's definitely not the religion of peace. Religion of wanting to leave people in pieces if you go against them or if they disagree with you or all that kind of shit. It's nonsense to me. Shia are as violent as a Sunni, Wahhabi and Sufi. They're all the same, so simply the best. Okay. All I'm saying is from my perspective, I've only dealt with the energy and seen the energy of the Shias. I'm not gonna deny there may be, I don't say, but I can see from the Shias that I see, their energy seems cool. Lowrider, what's good? Said, yo, trust me, man, that Mike Hunt is an awful guy. He's also politically incorrect. It's unbelievable. It's people like that which are making Britain racist. Lowrider. I don't think you need one man to make Britain racist, bro. Britain's been racist for a very long time, probably without Mike Hunt. I'm just saying. When are you going to debate in Speaker's Corner, Sarah? I don't know. I'm putting out the challenge to anyone who wants to debate me right about now. I said I'm getting that itch. I made a video. I'm getting that itch to debate again. Do you know what I'm saying? But things just have to be right. They have to be right. Sarah Garvey says, I think there is, Joe Haslam says, Sarah Garvey, I think there is a correlation between prison converts to thug Islam and the violent energy jumping from one boat to another. Joe Haslam, I would not disagree with you there, my friend. I would not disagree with you. I've always said, or I said before in another video, which I did like maybe a year ago, that energy like attracts like, okay? So when you're in prison, it's a very negative place. It's a violent place. And then you get a brotherhood which says, listen, we're basically this gang. You know what I mean? We're this gang. Come join our gang and we'll protect you. And anyone will tell you that there are a lot of Muslims that run a lot of the prisons around the UK. So, from one gang to another maybe. I don't know. Yes, Hussein is a prison convert, Kunzbe. Yes, he is. And you can see that shit, right? You can see that shit. Don't debate Sarah. Keep doing your videos online. So it's simply the best. You should debate Callum on why he thinks Islam can be reformed. That would be a private conversation with me and Callum. I wouldn't debate Callum openly. Me and Callum don't disagree on much. Let me just say that. We don't disagree on much. Debate more Christians. Ashonda. As a matter of fact, I debated a pastor a few months ago, and that's gonna come out actually. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's on my Facebook. I'm gonna post that. I did debate a pastor, a Ghanaian pastor, as a matter of fact, which was interesting. He's an idiot to think Africa is a country. What do you think about the beef between Africans and the Americans? I says, I am Freeman. Do you know what? I think would you mean Africans and African Americans? I think that's what you mean. But if you want to use Black Panther as an analogy, and Killmonger's to T'Challa's, I can understand why there's a lot of frustration and anger between African Americans and Africans. A lot of African Americans feel like they got left behind. Do you know what I mean? They feel like they got left behind and no one kind of, just like, Killmonger's character. So I understand the frustration, but it's about gaining understanding on what actually happened. I think we've been sold a story on what happened, but it's about what actually happened. That whole Africans sold Africans into slavery narrative, that's bullshit. That is, I don't care who you're talking to. I'm not accepting that, because slavery went on for 400 years, and you cannot convince me that for 400 years Africans were selling Africans to the Europeans. You cannot convince me of that shit, because Europe organized, maintained, planned that shit. They weren't Africans planning that shit. They weren't with the Europeans conspiring to sell Africans. That is absolute bullshit. There was no big, slave port on the west coast of Africa where, Europeans just rocked up on their boats and Africans are like, yeah, mate, come and get your Africans. We got 5 for 10. No, you can't convince me of that shit. So, Arab plays a big part of Ren and Stimpy. The Arab Muslim slave trade was the first one. Okay, it opened the door for the European slave trade. So let's not get it twisted that the first people to enslave us, see, this is what black people don't realize. You jumped from the fire to the frying pan thinking you were jumping into Islam from Christianity, when really them Arabs are just as bad. Okay, just as bad. Why don't you talk about Jewish involvement in African slave trade, the fact they dominated? Of course, the Jews, there's a book that Terence shows, there's a book called The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews. And that book goes well into how involved the Jewish people or the Zionists were involved in the slave trade of African people. No such thing as African Americans, no such thing as African. We are all nations in Africa. I never met a person that claimed they were African when asked them where you from, said Brian Sutton. That's true. They'll claim they'll rep their maybe tribe first and then their country. But even the countries, though, Brian Sutton, were carved up by the Europeans. There was a thing called the Berlin Conference, which happened between 1881 and 1883. You just got facts that are just in your head. But from 1881 to 1883, the Berlin Conference in Germany was a place where all the European nations came together to carve up Africa. So, the Germans said, I'll have that part, the French said, I'll have that part, the British said, I'll have that part, the Dutch said, I'll have this part. And so all of the names and just look at the lines on the African continent. Those aren't normal lines. Those aren't regular lines. Those are like carved up lines. Just look at that, just go look at the actual map of Africa and see that Africa was carved up. So even the names of these places were given to Africans. So, would you debate the Jewish question? Academic screeching. I'd debate anything. I don't mind. I'd debate anything. So the world owes African Americans reparations, says I am Freeman. The whole world owes Africa and still does. It's not going to give it back. I'm not fooled into thinking it's going to actually give shit back. But yeah, 100%. Where would you be without Africa? Where would the Western world be without the enslavement of African people? They had a whole industrial revolution off of us. So where would they be? Who knows? North Korea said the problem with Islam is that it makes large claims of itself but provides shoddy evidence. Don't waste your time debating Muslim speakers who are emotionally moist and irrational. Well done, North Korea. Well done. I agree with that. I agree with that shit. Academics, red-pilled Sarah. I don't know what that means. Many Africans have got reparations. Yeah, fam. As a matter of fact, family, sorry, something just pricked my mind there. I saw another conversation at Speaker's Corner between Omar and my brother Maku, and they were talking about the racism that Omar brought to Callum, calling people baboons and monkeys and stuff. And I'm just like, you see me, once you expose your position like that, and you expose yourself as a racist, I ain't really got more shit to say to you. Like, I just ain't. Maku, I love him as a brother, he's got more patience than I. Do you get what I'm saying? If the man called me a baboon, I'm like, alright, cool, I know exactly where you're coming from. I know exactly who you are, Yo, Stefano Bong, what's good? Patrick Park, what's good, bro? Yeah, like, he's exposed his position. I ain't got time to be speaking to a motherfucker like that. Sorry. So I put in the comment section, fuck Omar. I don't give a fuck about him. He's already shown that he don't like black people. He wants to call them baboons and all that kind of shit. Fuck him. And people saying, oh yeah, but he's apologizing. I'll tell you something, people. Let's be honest. You can't apologize. You can't have one conversation and apology for racism and everything's okay. It just doesn't happen. You're a racist. Just because you were like, you know, racist yesterday and then you apologize today doesn't mean you're no longer a racist. What, like, whose world is that? I don't give a thing. I don't give a fuck. Adam Abdali said, do you think you are superior as an African? No, I do not think that I am superior. As a matter of fact, superior in what way? As a matter of fact, I don't think I'm superior. Listen, certain people on this planet, I think people need to really get this through their head. Certain people on this planet are suited to certain environments and would be quote unquote superior over other people based on the environment. You do realize this? Like, to be a hairy motherfucker in a cold environment versus somebody who doesn't have much hair, you'd be superior over me in that environment. You know? It's just that. You'd be superior over me. That motherfucker's hair is hell. I ain't got no hair. That motherfucker's gonna survive. I'm not gonna survive. So he's superior. So you have to, you know, what based on superiority in what way? I tell people already, I'm your father. Whether you think that's superior or not, that's down to you. But the genetics and the science back me up. It's my genetics that gave birth to you motherfuckers. All of y'all came from me. Okay, not me like specifically, but my genetics. And just, you know, it's just facts. We can banter about it. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be so. It doesn't have to be such a serious conversation. I'm your daddy. Who's the daddy? I'm the daddy. AR-23's in the building. They're out of Africa. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Do African Americans owe anything to any country? I don't think so. I don't think so. Stefano Bongo says, after talking that nonsense to Maku, he has the nerves to invite him to true Islam. That's what I'm saying. Now, you're going to be racist to me and then invite me to your religion. So the religion that you're in, this is what's interesting. The religion that you're in couldn't remove your racism, but you're going to be the spokesperson to invite me to your religion. No, thanks. I'm okay, thanks. If that's what you're selling, mate, I'm not buying it. That's what I'm saying. If that's what you're selling, I'm not buying it. It's that simple. You can't tell me, you can't be racist towards me and then ask me to join your religion. So I'm thinking, this religious man, the religion didn't remove his racism in his heart, but he wants me to come join. No thanks. No thanks. Real Thing said, Sarah Garvey, as a Westerner, do you think you have benefited from slavery? Do you think I've benefited from slavery? No, I don't think so. You can look in, if you're thinking about 2018, I'm thinking, okay, you're driving a nice car and you're living a nice life and you're living in a nice house and da 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 da, you're benefiting. You can look at it like that, but then I can say, well, what would my continent have been had there been no enslavement and colonization? You know, so I don't know that I benefited. I could be in an even better position. I could be living in Wakanda right now, baby. We could be vibranium ships all over the place. You know, who knows what would have happened had my continent been colonized? For me to say that I've benefited, I don't know that I've benefited. I know I'm in the position that I'm in, but we could have been driving cars made out of gold, for all I know. It would have been quite slow and heavy, but we would have had cars made out of gold. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Hey, Sarah. See my message. Debate Mufti Abu Layat. Check him out on YouTube. He is not Salafi, but Sunni. Sorry for the capital letters. Trying to get your attention. Gain much knowledge, Rover. Okay. Have your ancestry benefited from the slavery? To answer that question. Oh my God, Terrence Joseph. He just said Jared Taylor demolished Tariq Nasheed. I actually saw that conversation. You're entitled to your opinion, my friend. But I don't think that's what went down. 88 people watching, family. Up those likes. Up the likes. Come on, fam. Come on. We got about 10 minutes left. I'm going to do these for an hour, and then that's it. Abu Talha put out a video back in Omar's Racism, says Narujan P. That doesn't surprise me. Abu Talha is a different breed, bro. Abu Talha is a different breed. I don't know who bred him, but he's a different breed. Abu Talha Wood. Yeah. Sorry, fam. I'm trying to get through your lot's comments and stuff. LaShawn Kay said there's no benefits from slavery unless you're the descendants of the owners. Okay. I think it's interesting that people ask me, have I benefited from slavery? And I'm guessing they're non-black. But then I'd ask you, have you benefited from slavery? As a white person, do you think you benefited from? Do you think you have benefited from slavery? That would be my question to you. Bum 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 bum. Tariq says his penis is a weapon of mass destruction, Sarah. Tariq says that. Academic screeching. Academic screeching. Do you understand the context that we say that in? Because I feel like I don't like to have immature conversation when we're actually trying to be very serious. Tariq Nasheed says his penis is a weapon of mass destruction in the fact that it has the genetic capability to erase what he would, or what we deem as white-skinned people off the planet, because we have the most dominant gene on the planet. That's what he means when he says it. For instance, it's very simple. If every black person today had sex with every white woman today, all those babies would be non-white, which means there will be no more white people left. So when he says his penis is a weapon of mass destruction, that's what he means. He means that black people have the genetic capability to erase you from the planet. Genetically. That's what he means, meaning those babies are now, a bunch of, mixed race babies. And the white gene no longer exists. That's what he means, man. Come on. Don't be immature about the stuff. Well, no, it's not immature. I mean, okay. Let me give you an insight to black people, please. Academic screeching, right? Black people entertain and educate at the same time. It's just what we do. People call it swag. I'm gonna give you a little education now. They call it swag. That's why when people tuned into my debates, it was about formal debate. There was a little bit of swag about it, right? That's just what we do. Like, you give us a basketball, and all of a sudden we're jumping up in the air, the ball's under our leg, we spun around, and then we dunked it, and you're like, oh, damn, like, we just thought you were supposed to shoot it in the net, like, that's just what we do, bro. Like, if you give us some shit, like, we just take the shit a little bit further. We entertain with the shit, That's just what we do, bro. And that's what Tariq Nasheed done when he was saying that stuff, Terrence Joseph says, do you think it's a positive thing that white people are being outnumbered in their home countries? No, I don't. I don't think anybody should be outnumbered in their home country. Joe Hassan to the recommended reading list, please. Joe Hassan, my first book that I would give on my reading list would be The Destruction of Black Civilization by Chancellor Williams. Again, The Destruction of Black Civilization by Chancellor Williams. That would be the first book. I've got so many, but that would be the book that just comes to mind. He's now academic screech. Now you get it? You said interesting perspective. Thank you. You know, I'm here to educate. You know, I'm here to educate. Like Al Badrawi said, do you think Speaker's Corner would be peaceful without Salafis? I think it would be a lot peaceful, lot more peaceful without Salafis. I'm not going to say it could be a peace, but you can see the way they roll down there. You can see the way they roll down. What about Ivan Van Sertima? I like Ivan Van Sertima. They Came Before Columbus was a fantastic book. So I'm trying to get through your comments, fam. What do you think of Tommy Robinson? The Rock says, what do you think of Tommy Robinson? Racist or not? Only Tommy Robinson knows if he's a racist. I would say Tommy Robinson was probably exposed to a lot of racism when he was in his EDL days. But you see, people are very good with their words, so you don't know whether or not they're actual racists or not. You know, you don't know whether they're actual racists or not. I tell you one thing. I said I agree with Tom Robinson a lot when it comes to Islam, a lot. But I don't know if he's a racist though. And if he exposes himself as a racist to me, fuck him. But I can't see it. No, I tell you what Tommy Robinson is actually. Tommy Robinson is a nationalist. From what I can see, he's a nationalist. He's about Britain first. He's about the English people first and all this kind of stuff. And I do not begrudge anyone that. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Indians should be for India first, the Chinese for Chinese first, the Africans for Africa first, the British for the British first, the French for the French first. I don't give a damn. If you are of that, be for your people first. If that's his crime, I don't see it as a crime. But I can see that in him. I can see that man, former BNP member. Yeah, all right. Well, if it's a former BNP member, then he's a former. I said, if he is a racist, I'm not saying he's not. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying from what I can, I don't know his history. I know he was in the EDL. I know he was in the EDL. But, you know, if I can see him being a nationalist. If he's a nationalist, boy, you know, I'm a nationalist myself, so you know I can't begrudge another nationalist. Sarah, do you wear kappa? Huh? As in the brand? No, I don't have any kappa. Joe Haslam says, if everyone is for their own, does that then become a game of egos, each vying for their own power? No, Joe Haslam. I don't think so. I think if everybody is for their own, they take care of their own house first. And when I say take care of your own, it doesn't mean that you don't trade or negotiate. Yogi B, what's good, bro? You don't trade or negotiate with other peoples or, you know, have some kind of, you know, you don't totally lock yourself off from the world. The Chinese are very nationalist, but they still trade with the rest of the world, you know. The Indians are quite nationalist. They still trade with the rest of the world. No one's saying, you know, lock yourself off and be like some own island. No. I'm all about people first, man. I'm all about your peoples first. Family, we ain't got much time left, man. We ain't got much time left. T'Challa, Black Panther, or Killmonger, Gold Panther. Oh, it says gain too much knowledge wherever. Somewhere in between. But I understand both. So do you think whites have become a minority in London? Probably. Probably. I'm laughing, but I know it's not funny. Listen, no one wants a bunch of others encroaching on their own stuff. I don't care who you are. Nobody wants a bunch of others. So if you are the minority, I feel sorry for you. I'm not going to lie. However, if you're British, you kind of got to look at slavery and colonialism and think to yourself, is that karma? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Remember to watch Tom Robinson and the Imam. Thank you very much, family. Listen, it's about that time. We're hit the hour mark, and I got to roll out. But I want the family to I'm gonna drop that link. I said the GoFundMe link for the UK-US link up. Donate what you can. No one's asking for it. Just give an arm and a leg. This ain't church. I ain't asking for 10% of what you got. Donate what you can, if you wanna. You know what I'm saying? But come July, we're gonna do that invasion. We're doing the British invasion onto US shores, people. Okay? The Black British invasion is coming. They cannot stop this. They cannot stop this. We're coming, family. Okay? Myself, Callum, Gabs, Terry, Richie, we're on it. We're coming for you. We're coming for all you American. We're brothers. We're gonna build, but we're gonna see, you know, how it goes down. So, family, Mike Hunt. Okay, I remember. Mike Hunt. Family, listen. It's been real. And as we leave, in the words, verse 1, chapter 1, verse 1 of Sarah Garvey's biography. Peace, family. Peace.